When did you become a VTuber? Today. Duck. Oh! I'm saying that I wouldn't tell you a secret because you tell everybody. You're right, though. Ew, look at all the gross goopy goops. Whatever the frick they are.
Oh, look at it! What a chunk!
It is what you call a plastic in the shape of a long tubular stick. You mean a straw? Oh. Help me. Help me, Fred! So how quickly am I gonna die if I just walk out into the...
Don't fight me! We're not supposed to move!
Wait for me, guys! Wait for me! Wait! Oh, frick, step on me. Don't impede our vacationing or blow up these islands. I will stab you.
Yeah!
Do I dare look at this? Long arm's gonna come and find his way in. I don't think I'm there, right?
Okay, I'm there! Oh my gosh, a hidey hole! Whee!
It always bothers me when there's no shampoo by a kitchen sink. Wait, what did I say? Did I say soup? Did I say soup instead of soap? Shampoo? What's worse? Shampoo? Please tell me I said soap this time.
I said shampoo! No!
We come! Like this? You want me to stop looking at you like this? Good spoofs tonight? Oh, ah! Are we okay? Are we safe? Does his arms reach into here? Ah! Oh my gosh. You know what I do want? Is I want tits. The Twitch integrated throwing system. Roses are red, violets are blue. Omae wo no shinderu. Nani?
Oh, you slut!
This is my first limited character constellation.
Shut up!
It's been a little bit tiring.
What the?
I'm dead! Why am I not dead?
Say hello to my little friend.
What the balls? Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Has already managed to make contact with the divine.
Oh no! Big traveler. Big traveler. Get down! You better know how to do it! Hi guys! How you doing on this Thursday? Hope you're having a good Thursday today. Hope you're excited for the Trailblaze Continuance quest. I know I am. I've been seeing a ton of screenshots about it, and I've been trying my best to avoid spoilers, but man, some of the things look very exciting, and I don't know. Thursday. It is Thursday. I don't know why I decided to start mispronouncing Wednesday and Thursday, but it helps me get into the right mindset for streaming. It's a Thursday today. Also, I'm very excited to see a few characters March. Right? I'm excited to see March's new fit and get her new not outfit, but her new path. I don't know if I'll build it, to be honest, but I still want to see it. I still want to check it out. And there's I will 100% admit there is one character in particular that I've been very excited to see what they're like in game, because I'm usually someone who I may like a character's appearance, but their personality is what really sells me on them. And there's a character that I've really liked their design of, and I'm excited to see their personality, because if I like their personality, I might be tempted to try to get them. I would assume she synergizes with Harmony Trailblazer. Surprisingly, no. I don't have a day off until the Fries day after next. Oh, that is brutal. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're able to rest when you are not on work. Hang in there. That's rough, man. Anyway, I will 100% admit, if this character is exactly kind of how I envision them to be, or even better, you'll be able to figure out which character I'm excited for. I'm pretty much an open book. You'll be able to figure it out. That said, I did try Yun Li, and while I think she's cool, I'm probably not gonna get her personally. Where is the thing? Oh, it's this one. I'm probably not gonna get Yun Li personally, but if you are gonna get Yun Li, or if you're gonna get this guy whose name I forget, Zhao Che or something. I'm not sure if I said that right. If you are gonna get any of these characters, I wish you the best of luck. Or should it be Fire's Day? Fire's Day, the day we be free. Well, if you work a job that allows you to have a weekend, you'll be free on a Friday. But if not, then I get stuff. I'm a Claire believer. Reject Yun Li. Yeah, her mechanics are very similar to Clara, but I will admit I do enjoy her animations and her sass so far. I don't know how she is actually in the story, but I'm interested to, check it out. At the very least, it's gonna be fun. Oh, I'm excited. That said, Yippee! Hi, Tiki. Welcome. How you doing? I'm doing well. I was making reference to your name. Oh, I see. But man, if I streamed on a Friday, we could call it Fire's Day. That would be awesome. Hi, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Thursday. You're having a good Thursday. Oh shoot, what was? Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Look, I feel like it's important to call out one of the elephants in the room before we even get started on the quest. There are two elephants in the room. First of all, there is an actor strike going on right now in America. While this game isn't striked, please, a lot of the voice actors in this game are participating in the strike and are turning down work to try to prevent AI misuse. So please support your voice actors. Please support voice actors. Hopefully that they can get, their voices protected. That would be the dream. Second elephant in the room. There is a character. I'm better than ever? Oh, I'm so glad to hear. Your cat's name is Suki, right? Give Suki good scratches. Other elephants in the room. I play in English, and one of the English VAs is going to change in the future for one of the characters we probably are going to meet in this quest. I don't know if we'll meet them today or if we'll meet them later, but that VA has admitted to pretty much I don't want to like trigger anyone. They have basically admitted to SA. Yeah. So when they got a role in the game, a lot of people were kind of, like the Tainari VA, unfortunately. It's basically the Tainari VA. I mean, kind of like the Tainari VA situation, except this VA had been doing it for literally years. I think people said, he admitted to doing it for, 10 years at least. So, pretty big. The VA said that, he reached out to the fans, not to the fans, to the victims, and apologized to them, and that he was working on himself, and, a lot of people were like, that's good. But the victims came out and said, actually, he never reached out to us. He never did any of this stuff. So, he has stepped down from the role, but unfortunately, his lines are still in the game. I'm talking about, I don't know how to say this yet, Mose? His VA, unfortunately. I didn't understand anything, but I'll say I understood. Basically, Mose's VA has a history of not treating people very kindly and has admitted to it. He said he has gotten better, the victims and people, and some of the people who know him say that he hasn't. Some say that he has. It's a mess, but either way, I'm listening to what the victims are saying, and the victims said that he hasn't reached out to them and apologized. So, there's that. So he's stepping down. But I do play in English, so you are going to hear his voice. That's the whole reason why I'm bringing this up. If that bothers you, I can try to find a solution, but I don't have the setup really for it. I might have to set something up. If that bothers you, I understand if you need to mute the stream or if you can't watch the stream, but if you are able to separate that incident with the game, great. But if not, I just want you to know that's totally okay. just as a heads up. That's just the elephant in the room, I want to say. If you were here during the Tainari situation, we did something similar where I just mentioned up front, hey, the VA has done some pretty bad stuff around the community. He's gonna be recasted, but because that takes time, his voice lines are still in the game, and so you are gonna hear his voice. If that is a problem, I understand. I am somehow never aware of things like this. Honestly, sometimes ignorance is bliss, and sometimes that's a great thing. You know what this reminds me of? There's a video that I saw recently of this person. They were listening to some, like, their favorite music artist, and someone came up and was like, oh, you're listening to them? Oh, I have some bad news. Another person shushes them, and they're like, shh, don't, please, don't say anything. I am choosing to live in ignorance. And man, sometimes that's a mood. Sometimes you're like, I just want this. But it's kind of, there's like weird hypocrisy because sometimes, people will say like, I want to live in ignorance. I want this thing. I still want to enjoy this thing. But then there's people on the internet that expect public figures to know everything and to like talk about everything. And it's like, how come they can't get to choose to live in ignorance? Is it because they became a public figure? I don't know. Either way, it's a messy situation, but I thought I would address it. Hi, cat. Hi, cat. I'm more excited about this month being the 10-year anniversary of FNAF. Oh my gosh, has it been 10 years already? That's insane. Quentin, earlier you said, I have no idea what the story is for the story quest. Basically, from my understanding, there is a festival on the Xianzhou Lafu, and we are going to go there and check it out. A new area will get unlocked, we'll meet new characters, and this is part 1 of a couple of parts, I believe. We're going to be getting more Xianzhou Lafu characters. Hola! Oh, Tiki, earlier you said you have 2 cats, Suki and one Sumi. Ah! That's so cute. We got a fan game called My Pop Goes. Interesting. Is this like annual festival? Maybe. Since this is... if memory serves, we didn't have like a lantern rite last year in Honkai Star Rail. So I don't know if I could say like annual festival yet, unless we get it like another one next year. Oh, excuse me. But we have gotten one now. So I think it's like Lantern Rite, but it doesn't have the yearly trend like Lantern Rite. I think that's my assumption on a surface level. But I think this is all about like swords and fighting and stuff. Kind of equivalent to doom scrolling for me. Sometimes it gets really hard to keep hearing about terrible stuff. Oh, for sure. No, like you gotta take care of yourself. Even I get burned out on social media where I will like scroll, and I like to try to be aware of stuff, but even there's a point where I have to put down the phone and just say, no, today I have to take care of myself. I have the luxury to do that. I need to do that for my own sanity so that I can continue to care, kind of thing, which is a concept that not a lot of people get. Anyway, I digress. I'm excited for this festival, personally. As a heads up, I would like to try to get this done today, but based on what I saw online, it is a pretty, I wouldn't say pretty long quest, but it took people like 3 to 4 hours to get through. So chances are we're going to have to finish this next week. Or maybe even the week after that if I'm incredibly slow. So, you know, just as a heads up. That's why I try not to speak about politics. Dude, same. Politics is an exhausting topic for me. Especially because whenever I visit my folks, it always comes up. Always. Without issue. Or not issue, but it will always come up no matter what. You could be having the most benign conversation and my folks will bring it up. I'm like, I don't want to talk about this with you guys. Especially because I don't agree on a lot of their politics. But anyway, I digress. I think that's it. Oh my gosh, I forgot to greet everybody when I came in. I usually try to greet everybody by name. Hold on. Let me do that before we get started on this quest. So hello, Quentin. Hello, Chizu. Hello, Arrow. Hello, Tiki. And I think... Did I skip anybody? Harunoco! Oh, I'm so sorry. Hello, Harunoco. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing good today. All right. Once again, if you don't want spoilers, I understand. But if you don't care about spoilers, I'm going to bring Suki. Suki! Precious bean. If you don't care about spoilers, feel free to stick around. Also, for those who didn't see, I managed to get
Do you want to enter
all the stars in the Forgotten Hole. Finally, I got carried so badly, but I did it. I'm so happy. I know people have been able to get all the stars for the longest time, but this is the first for me, and I will take it. I'm gonna go actually. No worries, Ariel. Have a good one. I have the same problem. Sometimes customers just want to bring it up. Ugh, yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy, dude.
Hi! Hi, Suki!
Okay, you have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
Hold on. Sorry, I realized something wasn't plugged in. Okay.
What's that, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Hey.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
So many festivals this year. Trailblazing is all about having fun. I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity.
Yeah, me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row?
Why?
Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
I don't view it that way, but is that a thing? Tiki, for some reason, he just comes up to me in the living room. Aw. I wish we were home so I could pet Bean. Hopefully soon, Quentin.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the express?
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Oi! You can't bring Friday and Saturday into this. Just because Sunday is Sunday. Man, Sunday's still in prison, though.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
I legit forgot that Don Hung would know all about this.
Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lawfu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lawfu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
All right. Sounds group. Let's split it to groups. Did I say sounds group? Sounds great. Let's split into groups.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lawfu.
Okay. Ooh. Discuss travel plans with March and Don Hung, but you could talk to the other Express crew, obviously.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Conversation between the two adult friends with complex jargon from assumptive. Oh gosh, that's big words. Have a safe trip, you two.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
One day it would be so fun to go on a journey with Welt and Himiko and just them. Like, I know everybody was there for Penacony, but we gotta mix it up. All right.
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lawfu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Lawfu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Lawfu is stable and safe.
Okay, but here's my question. Is this what you want to do?
And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Interesting. Remind me, does Don Hung have memories of Don Fung?
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th. What memories? Care to spill the details? Is this a jab at her not remembering stuff? Quentin, I have a song called Bunny Hole stuck in my head. Bunny Hole? Who's it by? Rabbit? Miku. Miku. That makes sense. I'll embarrass March.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
March, why? Why did you say that? It's all gonna go downhill from here now.
Quite unusual, I must say.
No! Don't jinx it! Yes! Exactly, don't jinx us.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
No, I'm calling out reality. Sorry, I'm adjusting the mic. Oh, Yang Ching! I saw the Skyfaring Commission notice that the Express has docked on the Xianzhou. Are you guys on the Luofu? Just got to the Star Skiff Haven. The General sent me to welcome you all at Star Skiff Haven. See you in a bit. Okay. Guess we just gotta wait around.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
There are
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
You know, I did notice it before, but yeah, there's not this many people before. Mark, hi, welcome. Oh, you haven't missed much. We just got started. I just kind of addressed the elephant in the room about Mose's, whatever his name is, VA. No. Sometimes mesmerized gets interesting. You missed everything, Sullivan. Yes, we're about to end stream. Sorry. Anyway, how you doing, Mark? Hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, wait. There's an Intellitron here. Are we gonna start seeing races? And a Pepeshi! Oh my gosh!
Hey, guys, hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right?
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
Sort of.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
This makes me so excited, considering there's that one trailer that happened recently with Honkai Star Rail where they showed off all of the IPC, and there was one character that said they were an Intellitron. I'm very excited for that. I've been working on a silly project with my friend group. Oh, that's exciting. Dang. That's gotta feel good that it's almost done.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You've come to the right people.
Exactly. We're Xianzhou experts.
Well, tourist experts, I guess.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet.
So it's even larger than a regular star skiff? So it's even bigger than the Radiant Feldspar?
The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
The thing is, my brain immediately was thinking of, like, the spooky place or the place where the Vidyara come from. And I realized that I feel like most of those spots are, like, blocked off from, like, regular people from checking it out.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Our room, alley, fixed drill guard. Can't go there. Visit Skelgore's Waterscape. I feel like that's illegal to go there as well. You can check out our room, alley.
Good idea. The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
Everyday vibe. Yeah, our clients have had their fair share of adrenaline-pumping dreamscapes. Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the Aurum Alley to gather materials. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a couple of days.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really?
Really? Let's go catch up with them.
March, I didn't think he would say really. Dang it. Curses. The trend of me saying the lines they say continues.
There you are.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone, this way.
There's so many people. Hey, bud.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Supporting local business. Woo!
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
we've only been away for a few months.
I was gonna say, isn't he a long life species? Wouldn't that not work? Long time no see, Yanqing.
Long time no see.
Wait, Quentin, you said, oh yeah, I fight you? Are you saying, didn't I fight you? Oh, wait, in terms of Yanqing. Did I fight you? Yeah. We have fun. Her eye needs fixing. It's one of those things where, like, you'll see someone and you'll think they've changed and you're like, did you get a haircut? And they're like, no. It's like that situation. You're like, well, shoot, you look different, but I guess not.
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danhung. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
More ships! Shoot, which one is the one that the character I am interested in? I don't remember. I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. I wonder if it's true.
Dang, that sounds hot. I'm back. Welcome back, Tiki. Quentin, you said, I wonder if Blade will show up. That would be interesting if he does. Just in the background.
Only I can witness her prowess with my own eyes.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astra. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard. You're pretty much the same.
I agree.
Well, thanks for the hydrate. Well, that's not good.
All units, assemble quickly. Get ready to protect the crowd.
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
It's like whatever you fear will happen, happens. Oh, I should have called out March jinxing us.
We'll go with you.
Curtis and Borison. Well, that'd be fun to see.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Trial run, Yanqing. Enemies with this mark enter a moon rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger moon rage. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the moon rage state. At the same time, the moon rage countdown appears on the action order. When it begins, moon rage is dispelled. Okay.
Borison? Why are there Borison here?
It is a Borison!
This ends now.
Oh, that's exciting. My cat turned off the internet? Oh, geez, that's terrifying.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Also, Quentin, hydrate, you're thirsty. I just need to see them. I'm excited for them. I hope I like them. Ow.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Okay,
Stay
cool.
in step.
I want Ron May's stuff to pop up, but I need skill points.
Some value. Existence is unity.
Okay, cool.
Like until everything.
I don't know if there is, like, I think I know what you're talking about with the crazy food lady, but I'm not sure. Cool.
Not good.
There she is!
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Oh, she just took it! Oh, dang. Oh, this guy's got his phone out. Oh my, is that a Borison? How delightful! We almost died today. I gotta post this on Instagram.
Wait, my sword!
Overkill much?
I'm sorry.
The beefy sword she had.
We'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Okay, come to Yangqing and ask about the situation for the Cloud Knights.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Oh boy, can I listen in on them a little bit more?
How dare you detain our ship?
They're still going on. Normally has a blindfold and a giant sword. Yun Li? Yun Li doesn't have a blindfold. That's a different character. What teams did you use to 36 star? I used my Firefly team for one side. Because, you know, she's pretty insane. And then the other side... Hold on, let me see if I have it recorded somewhere. No, I don't. The other side probably was my follow-up team, because I have a pretty good follow-up team. I use Topaz. This is my Topaz. Aventurine. And then I also... Where is he? There he is. I also have Dr. Ratio. And then my healer kit. Oh, wait, I have Aventurine. Oh, who was the last character I used? I forget what weaknesses were on there. It was either like Herta or Ting Yun, I think. Moon Lady's Jing Liu. Yes! Oh, that's right! Yes! Jing Liu. Jing Liu and Yun Li are very different.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment.
Oh, hey!
I take full responsibility.
I didn't realize this guy didn't have a mask on.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borison prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison just before arriving. And the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borison pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borison near the Luofu, and the Ju Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Ju Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
I thought she was a good lady. Oh, gotcha. I wonder if we'll run into Jing Liu here. She's kind of like an outcast.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Time to get your grandma, yank cheek. Welcome, Peter. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. That sounds like evil Kirito. Was it the guy without the mask?
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
They're kobolds! They're kobolds, aren't they? Oh, that's hilarious. She called them the Borison?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time.
I partially regret my decision. I kind of wish I picked the other option.
The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster.
Oh.
And the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
Was that the thing that, like... Borison is basically what killed all of Blade's family, right? Kung Fu Panda?
Their presence has faded over the years. But who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
I mean, it seemed pretty deliberate to me. When the Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too. You go file the report, I'll go fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
If anything, she's probably gonna be part of the war dance. All I know about Borisons is that they're a prime example of why people hate the abundance.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Oh, why do you say that? Mister? Mister Suspicious? Mister?
Those guys are terrifying.
Mr. Suspicious?
We'll see to it that these criminals are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I don't believe you!
The operation is already underway, Lieutenant Yanqing. So there's no need to worry about anything.
I don't believe you!
By the way, you're an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad, right? I don't remember meeting you before.
Well, I'm just a junior officer. I recently returned to the Lawfu from the front lines and was temporarily assigned here for security duty before the ceremony.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of bull crap. Whole lot of bull crap.
Those guys are terrifying.
Okay, we gotta go to the Palace of Astrum. His voice is a dead kid away. So, gravelly and intense. Next thing you know, Sampo shows up. What? That'd be hilarious, though. Listen, real talk, I do miss Sampo. Don't give like, we technically saw him in Penacony, but you know, that's not the same. It wasn't the same, guys. Not the same Sampo. Not the same Sampo.
It's been a long
lot more
journey,
Sampo,
Elder.
same.
Thank you for your presence.
Old man!
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
It's Jiguan! And Old Man!
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
I dreamed about you in Penica. Yeah, that doesn't sound weird. How's everything going, General?
All is well when you have friends coming from afar. Allow me to introduce you to General Hua Yin.
Why?
He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Hua Yin is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
Glad to meet you.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Harbor crisis?
Oh! Oh, she's here. How long has she been here? How long has she been here? Hey, bud. Hey, bud.
Indeed. There's Dan Heng, Mark 7, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hua Yin.
Aww.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Oh, she's definitely scoping out competition.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
There she is.
it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence. I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
He's so mad.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
Well, she's a thief.
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is.
It's a dagger.
Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Oh, she wanna fight.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target.
Oh, dang! Oh, dang! She is going for the frickin' throat! Holy crap!
By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Holy crap! She's ruthless.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
Oh my gosh! Dang, girl! Dang, okay. I was not expecting Dog Girl to be so mean. I knew she was sassy, but dang, she really just came out of the gate just like, sup, losers! I will destroy you! Jigyan, oh my gosh, they're perfect for each other. Oh, he's just like, oh my gosh. I will say, before anyone says anything, in Honkai Impact 3rd, there's a character named Yang Qing. And I believe in Honkai, he's a much older gentleman in Honkai Impact 3rd. Much older gentleman in Honkai Impact 3rd. But because he's older, I believe he mentions his wife's name is Yun Li in Honkai Impact 3rd. Now, whether they share the same fate in this game, we'll just have to see. But that one is a piece of fudge. Yeah, apparently Yang Qing in Honkai Impact 3rd sucks! So, we like this Yang Qing. That's for sure. Instead of meat cute, it's a meat cute, it's a meat fight for real. All we need is hold on. We need a, like, what's the fight? Ding? Like the ding sound effects? The ding, ding, ding fight. I doubt I'll be able to find it. Enemy to lover. Rivals to lover, maybe.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
This is also a prime example of culture clash, because people are polite on the Luofu, whereas Yun Li is used to people, you know, brute forcing it. And so it's the clash of expectations based on their cultures. That's just the ring bell. Ding, ding, ding. More like enemy to even bigger enemy.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two. be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
I like how they're fighting and the adults are just sitting there like,
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
She's like, cool, punches him.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
All right, it looks like we gotta leave. Good talk. Just reminded Flaze is forgiven worst transgressions. Oh, you bet. I love toxic people. No, I love toxic characters. I completely understand why people wouldn't like them, but man, I just love diving into the minds of like characters that do toxic things because it's done in a very safe environment. I love it. Hey, Yunli.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Zhu the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Glad to meet you, Miss Yunli.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
I'm just a tourist attending ceremony. Can outsiders participate in the war dance as well?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself. Sounds tempting, doesn't it?
What's the Flame Wheel Octet the general spoke of?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Zhu Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess.
It's also really interesting hearing Navia's VA with this character, considering who Navia is. It's kind of there. It's nice hearing the VA playing right off the bat two very different characters.
Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Zhu swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
This is Navia. Yeah, this is Navia's VA. Typecasting dodged. Woo! Good job. Are you coming with us?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yanqing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
He shouldn't have said you stole his sword, but you did take his sword. I know we just met, girl. I am gonna side with Yanqing a little bit on here. I understand why this is important to you, but it's a different perspective, and sometimes you need to respect that.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
From his perspective, you were.
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind.
For some reason, I don't believe you. But you know what? I will say I believe you, but internally, I don't know if I will believe you.
I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
Oh, they're totally gonna bash heads later. It's gonna be great. Play starts a diplomatic incident. I didn't mean to. You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yang Qing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own. Whereabouts? Unknown. What do you guys have to say?
I'm sorry for Yang Qing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yan Qing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the war dance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Good on ya. Good on ya. Places and enemies to lover fan. Oh no, I'm being perceived.
Oh no.
Sorry, Your Honor, but my client pleads, whoops! Whoopsie daisy!
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan, but that General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy.
Don't underestimate him.
As if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Zhuming.
There's more. There appears to be more than meets the eye. Why does he look so old? What is this ageist comment?
Don't you find it strange? Do Xianzhou people age?
I mean, that's a fair point, actually.
I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship. And when I do, they're usually travelers.
That's a fair point. I hadn't considered that.
But General Huaiyan looks like an ordinary old grandpa. Is he really a Xianzhou general?
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
Interesting. It's fine. The project I'm making for my friend is based on everyone's fictional crushes. 2 of them had Asterion! And 1 Wanderer. Wanderer 1 is interesting, because even though Wanderer is my favorite Genshin character, I wouldn't consider him a fictional crush for me. But I do know a lot of people do enjoy Wanderer to that extent. But yeah, I will fully admit that a lot of the characters I like, if they were in real life, are incredibly problematic. But I love them in a fictional setting so much. More of a enemies to hiding the body. Also, can I ask more about the project for your friend group? Is it just, like, it's based on everyone's fictional crushes? For some reason, my brain is going to, like, some sort of campaign where you run into these people. I don't know. All right, Yang Qing.
This is the report Qing Zhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Diplomacy. Diplomacy, that's the word. Is this some kind of test from the general?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Sure, let's go. I wonder if we'll see Locha. Wonder if he'll be here.
It is the Lawfu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance.
Thanks for the hydrate.
Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
Oh.
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you.
Oh?
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Oh! It's the people! Excuse me. One of these, by the way, as a fair warning, I believe one of these is Moses' VA. So, just as a heads up, if you didn't want to hear that actor's voice. But also, Yao Qing, I think.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Also, I was getting his name wrong. Jiaoqiu. Right? Jiaoqiu? Hold on. Jiaoqiu?
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw.
Okay. He sounds like that. Yeah, it's Kazuha's VA. I was expecting the voices to be reversed. Nah, I was expecting a more high-pitched tone from this guy. But I think that's also just because there's one character I can think of specifically that has a higher-pitched voice in the Japanese version of this show. I was thinking of, might as well just say it. In Slayers, in Slayers, there's a character called Zelos. And in the Japanese voice, in the Japanese version, he's voiced by Akira Ishida, and he tends to have a little bit of a higher-pitched voice. So honestly, Jiaoqiu's voice right now in English matches kind of what I'm used to when it comes to these types of close-eyed characters. Also, I'll read what you said later,
Now
Mike.
this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Interesting. Meantime, outside the Palace of Astrum.
Drat, I forgot to ask you and Lee to return my sword.
I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay.
Oh, really?
They're
so aggressive.
I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Wyan's visit?
Maybe.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not.
Ooh.
When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Oof. Would suck. That's
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Donshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
We can vouch for Jing Yuan, though. No wonder we were called back to the ceremony. We can vouch, but we are outsiders.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
That's Lingsha, right?
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danheng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
You're a real master of conversation.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky.
I've done it all the time, though.
This will cause trouble for the Express.
I've done it all the time. I literally run an IPC team.
No worries.
Other than Jade.
We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Brag all you want, but don't drag me into this. You're a real conversation, Master Constellation. I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat? I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
I had adrenaline rush, man.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
All right, fine. Okay, let me read chat really quick. Okay. Bakyu said, Yangqing, you're the worst 5-star DPS in the game. She's happy you're a power creep. You are not winning this. Nah, he would win. Gosh, honestly, the power creep in this game is one of my biggest gripes for it. This not followed by win-win is cursed phrasing. But it's funny, huh? That Gabriel Iglesias bit. But it was funny, huh? Does that mean we're going to be called to court as a witness? Possibly. I have seen some screenshots of like debates going on. Okay, let me scroll up so I can see what you said, Mock. Everyone gave 5 fictional crushes, myself included, without knowing what it's for. Then because we're a protective friend group that jokes about judging any member of the group, starts to date dad cleaning a shotgun when the boyfriend comes over style. I see. So the game is I'll present them, run down to the character from me, and from the person who's crushing on the character, and then the group will judge them as if the friend was actually dating them. Oh, that's gonna be fun. And they will require to defend their significant other, and we can try to figure out their taste based on their 5. Dang. Okay, full disclosure, there's like only a few characters that might get a pass. All of the characters that would be fictional crushes for me would be like shot on sight. Wonder how lived long life species with neuroplasticity? Hold on. Google.
Neuroplasticity. What is this?
Ability of neural networks of the brain change through growth and reorganization. It's when the brain is rewired to function in some ways than it previously could. Oh! Now that's interesting. Brains must be wired for different stuff. 3 would count as mass murderers, right? It's one of those things where I see the meme online of someone saying, like, why does anyone like this character? How could anyone love this character? And then the replies are like, but they're like, how could anyone like this character? They basically created a genocide and slaughtered millions of people. And the replies are, but they looked good while doing it. One of those 3 is Kafka.
Do you think Intellitrons also practice inner cultivation?
Oh, hey. Oh, they don't voice. Inner cultivation? I think that will be really difficult. Oh, why? Those storybooks all say inner cultivation requires meridian circuits and a core S. Do you Intellitrons have meridian circuits in you? Oh, true. We don't. Then can the Pepeshi practice near inner cultivation? Of course! Us Pepeshi may be little. We have all the internal organs one needs. Is that really something one can boast about?
Do you think Intellitrons can also practice?
All right, before we head on, I actually would like to take a break really quick. So we're gonna take a quick break. I need to refill my water, and I might actually go get a snack. As you guys can tell, my voice is really gravelly, so I might try to eat something that might soothe it just a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm gonna run some ads while we're gone, so feel free to step away if you need to. We'll be back in just a few minutes, okay? Okay. I think I did that too soon. Whatever. Baby! Quentin's still here, but bye, Quentin. I was gonna give a warning about Slayers. It's not a bad warning. It's just the first season's really hard to get through because it's an older anime. But maybe I'll say that if I'm still live when they come back. Anyway, hi guys. I hope you had a good break. I hope you were able to do the stuff you needed to do. I've refilled on water and we are doing good. Skipper for Star Rail, don't really care for it much. TV, is it Zenless Zone Zero? No, Genshin is really the only first game I enjoy. I tried getting into Zenless Zone Zero, and I think that game has a lot of potential, honestly. But it's not for me. I really enjoy Star Rail and Genshin. Tried getting into Honkai Impact 3rd, and I have some gripes with how the grinding was with it. So, really, it's Genshin and Star Rail for me when it comes to Hoyo. ZZZ Mention, let's go! How's your progress going on ZZZ Mock, by the way? I have a friend who likes many characters in Star Rail, but he hates turn-based. It's always so interesting, because, like, I don't know, for me, there's not really a genre that I'm against, so knowing that there's genres that people really dislike, it's a concept I cannot comprehend, personally, but I know it happens. I'm looking forward to burn teams in Natlan. Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Honestly, most of the Natlan cast I'm not really interested in, to be honest, except for like 1 or 2. So I think I'm going to just be saving most of Natlan, unless their personalities end up being something that I absolutely love and I love the story. Then I could see myself summoning for more characters, but on the surface level, most of the Natlan cast doesn't really appeal to me. 45? I hate farming disc. Wait, is farming disc... Is that... Discs are like the gear, right? Or... You're kind of a whale cheese. Okay, never had Honkai Impact on my list. Immediately turned off with no male characters. See, I was interested in Honkai Impact because there was a ton of female characters. But if you're... both are great. That's all I'll say. Both are great. I love people. I finished the main story content over a week ago, and I've run out of people's social links. Oh, dang! So you're not... Oh, yeah, you're really describing. Artifact, basically. That's what discs are. Okay, yeah. I love females, don't get me wrong, but I also love males. Oh, yeah. I mean, that again, like I said, that's why I was interested in it. Please speak very bipartisan. Yeah, totally, guys. Totally. But yeah, that's legit. That's one reason why I checked it out, is because it was an all-female cast. But then after a while, I was partially annoyed with it. But I think that also might be because the one character I really loved in Honkai Impact was like the only male character I had seen for like hours. And would you know it? They're a terrible person. Gosh, I love them though. Which also reminds me, it'd be really cool if we saw Locha in Star Rail. That'd be really cool. Catch it turned me by as he kind of making me like a furry now. Please send help. There's nothing wrong with being a furry. There's nothing wrong with being a furry, unless there's one time I remember I've had like a bad experience with the furry, but that's like so few and far between. There's so many good furries out there too. Nothing wrong with being a furry. I will say, before I started playing Hoyo games, I 100% knew I was not fully straight before I played Hoyo games. But Hoyo games definitely solidified it. I have Xenoblade to thank me for that little fun discovery of myself. Well, that said, let me adjust the music stuff, and we'll hop back into the game and continue the quest. Real quick, let me just send out assignments. Perfect. Also, speaking of gacha games, while we're just getting places set up, Wuthering Waves has been super fun. I know I haven't streamed it much, but I finally caught up on all the story of Wuthering Waves. It was good.
I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
Oh gosh, I think I recognize this voice.
I'm trying to reason with you here.
Is this the same guy from Arum Alley?
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
It is! I was right! He's returned! No!
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
Oh, can you? You haven't seen nothing yet. I'm back, baby! I'm back! Get him? Oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna fail at this, but I'm excited either way.
But straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Scott is also in ZZZ? What kind of character is he in ZZZ?
Just as I've said it many times already, once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Did I just hear a barking dog?
You jerk. Who are you calling a dog? Wait. Why are you here?
Bet you thought you saw the last of me, didn't you?
Staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Oh, sorry, I had to cough real bad. He plays a lone shark. Oh, I see. I'm here. I heard you're in trouble. I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Debatable.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Definitely bad.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikwe. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I see.
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
I know we rag on this character a lot. You know, like, he's a pain in the butt. But I can't help but smile when I hear the VA because they just really lean into it, into the type of character this is supposed to be. And I just respect it. It just brings the smile to my face. It's comical and yet so, like, serious. Does that make sense?
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Scott. Leave it to me. I'm an expert negotiator.
I heard how you helped R. O'Malley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Silence! Objection! Do I have... I do!
Objection!
Oh, this is gonna be fun! At the end of negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponent's, it is considered a successful negotiation. Otherwise, it's deemed a failure. During the negotiation process, if either party's morale drops to 0, negotiation immediately ends. Your negotiation choice will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your morale as you make choices. The negotiation progresses until the number of negotiation rounds drops to 0. Negotiation ends. During your negotiation turn, you can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiating techniques to help you succeed. You can view opponent information.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Okay. I think part of it is that we all have met a small man in the emotional sense who clings to any power he could get. Probably, yeah. It's like, I've definitely met this guy before, and also, it's a fun way to joke on this type of person you could have met. Okay.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations, too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Let's see. Emotional trigger. Smoke and mirrors. Skip this round. Double the results of this round of negotiation. Interesting. Make proposals from the legal perspective. Start by making him feel uncomfortable, using Chase's identity to intimidate him. Remind him of his embarrassing past. None of that's gonna help. He has to abide by the rules, at least on the surface. Can I... do I have the ability to legalese?
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Just skip the reasoning part. Resort to good old violence. Skyfaring Commission can pay compensation.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
Totally.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money.
It sounded like it was.
Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
About that. Show him your extensive connections. Oh! I'm so tempted. Escalate the issue. Try to resolve according to IPC regulations. Please, please let this work. Please let this work. I'm begging you.
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
It didn't go down, but I'm just happy it got mentioned.
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
I had to say it.
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Swallow your pride and beg him. A lot of these don't really fit, but I think this is the closest one we'll get to reasoning.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
But you're just abiding by their rules. Negotiation successful. Heck yeah!
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Who? Oh, it's her!
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself.
I see. I like how, for some reason, a lot of people have been comparing her to Sparkle, and I don't see it. The only thing I can see is, like, is it because they have brown hair and a red color scheme? I don't see it other way. But I am interested to see what her personality is like, definitely. She's one of those video artists, right?
Possibly? It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Wait a second. Hold on. Who voices Scott? Hold on. Scott VA. Hold on. The way he said something just reminded me of a character. Honkai! Star Rail! Scott VA. Who the frick are you? No. Scott, no, just tell me the voice actor. Scott. The character. Scott. Who are you? No, who voices them? No! Oh, I want to make sure I got it right. Okay. Reason why I freaked out. The way he said that line reminded me of a character from Danganronpa. It was Kaito Momota, who is voiced by Kyle Herbert. And he also did someone else in Danganronpa, but it sounded like Kaito. I now can't unhear it. I don't know if it's Kyle, though.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Kyle Herbert is the one that voices Kaito Momota, and the one that I thought sounded like Scott just then, but I could be wrong. That's why I wanted to double check.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
I like her more than I thought I did, honestly. Or more than I thought I would, I
Step
should
aside,
say.
guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Oh, snap!
Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Whoa.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
What? Can't fight! When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, oh my gosh, so many new mechanics. The attacking the caster of Terror Grip once can dispel Terror Grip. Attacking the caster. Okay. When Terror Grip ends, if the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked to dispel Terror Grip, then the affected ally will fall into the terrified state.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Just a little bit. Okay, I need to implant a fire weakness.
Attack detected.
I have an idea.
Dreams do come true. The mood is set.
Cool.
Let the show begin.
Let's get that up. Let's get this up.
Like fun till never.
I know Firefly's turn's coming up, but it's fine. We'll get the fire weakness in.
Nice, like
Then we'll send out Gallagher.
Indulge yourselves!
And then we'll have a skill point
Set to the sea.
for this.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Gaming.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Huh.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu.
Ooh, shackling prison.
As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so...
miniature. He's quite the whiplash of compliments and insults he's gotten today. Is this third time I'm back? Gonna bring Suki? Suki fell asleep? Oh, Suki. Can't wait for him to return as punished Scott. What if we find him in the shackling prison? Oh, that would be fun. Oh, that would be fun. Didn't expect to be so young?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Oh, well, thank you.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
We are? Okay. Sure. I guess. Stern Cloud Knight.
Nothing to see here. These machines are to be shut down. Keep your distance until then.
Got it. Bye, pup. All right, to the healer's market. For tea. Just don't mind a war criminal with us. Totally. Listen, he's been absolved of that. And they don't know. Oh my gosh, Sushang.
Hey! You're back! Why didn't you say anything in the group chat? I'm on duty. Let's catch up later.
He looks so... whatever. She's a teenager. Why are you standing guard here?
Because of someone important. So stop asking and be serious. I'm on duty right now. Stop hanging around here and find something better to do. Once I'm done in a few days, call up Lil Gwei and Wawa, and let's grab a meal at Aurum Alley. It's been ages since we hung out.
Aw, that'd be fun.
Goodbye.
Your reserved trailblaze power. So funny story about this. It used to be very little. Okay, it used to be very little, and then I went to Japan, and I was gone in Japan for a very, very, very long time. And when I got back, I just kept it. And when Firefly came out, I used half of it. And due to just how busy life has been, whenever my Trailblaze power gets capped, it accumulates a little bit more. So, Yeah, that's why there's so much.
I'm here to pay my respects.
I used to have way more. And then I used it, and now I've been
All these
accumulating it slowly again.
And the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
That's a fair perspective, honestly. We can't make wild speculations about these things. I mean, she's got a point, I feel like. All this is so dismissive. Well, I'll go to tea.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu.
Hold on, wait. I have to refresh my memory. Mentor served. I see. Okay.
And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Oof.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Oh my gosh! Fight! 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 Here we go. Happening.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword. Give it back.
He's still so bad. There goes rationality for the two. Yep.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Oh, snap! Oh, snap! When people fight like this IRL, I get so stressed. Dude, honestly, I feel ya. Like, even though I love the confrontation in game, and I am enjoying every moment of it, I struggle with confrontation in real life. It's something I'm working on because confrontation can be necessary. I mean, at this point, they're kind of yelling at each other. But, yeah, I'll get you. But in the fictional space, I don't mind it too much because it's a safe space. Maybe I should call the general to be young and at the whim of impulse. So is this the war dance? How weird do we want to be with our response? Is this the... I'm just gonna go with the last one.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher, Dan Heng? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
This is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
And then they're gonna fight.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? Lingsha needs anything? I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
I love how she's like, I don't care. And then he's like, it's a Cloud Knight's duty. And she's like, oh, excuse me? I would do anything.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go.
Fight, fight, fight.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus
Thanks for the
Medicus
hydrate.
were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
All right. Oh, this team won't do. Oh, this team won't do if we're playing with Yang Qing. This team simply will not do. Simply won't do. We could probably throw in a Ron May. I could probably throw in you. Oh, you know who else? Well, no. Japard. There we go. That should work.
Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
All right, here we go. When Yunli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. Number of enemies defeated by Yang Qing and Yunli is recorded here. Well, this will be interesting considering Yang Qing tends to focus on one enemy at a time.
Strike with heart!
Is that all?
More enemies. Time for a buzz. Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
Come on, guys. Keep hitting by Japard.
Bladed flight!
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to his sword to actually have some skill.
This combat needs optimized. This is double speed.
Through clouds! You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
Excuse me, what you're losing? About that! About that! Once again, the trouble of Yunli being able to attack multiple enemies at once, and Yang Qing can only really attack one!
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
You took the bait.
Yang Qing can't really catch a break. Yeah, I was gonna say, this isn't... I would have to put a different person on this team, I feel.
Some value, I suppose.
Although, to be fair, I don't think I set up a really good team comp for this.
Swords descend!
Through clouds!
Can I have fun this time?
Maybe I should have brought in, Herta. Herta would be able to clear through all of this.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters!
Grace and elegance. Eternal. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
A one-time enemy!
Let's have it just to go Qing take out and take 3/4 of a stronger team. Yeah, I thought I could have done it, but the more I'm going through it, the more I'm like, nah, it wasn't possible. Because I thought I would just have to fight myself. I didn't realize that
every petal
Yunli would have a part in the team, you know?
Through clouds!
Strike with heart! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Time for a fun.
This ends here.
Single target versus the AoE. Yeah. If I know how this was, how they were going to set up the competition, I definitely would have picked a different team.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
Hope you're prepared.
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
In the name of Len, a will
Get a shield up.
never falters.
I probably should have used Silver Wolf's skill to get weakness in there.
Swords descend!
This ends here.
Some value, I suppose.
Well, if we're doing this for a while. Oh, she said something different. There we go. Sorry, Yangqing.
See? I won. Your technique was all over the place, and you relied too much on speed. Is this really all the Cloud Knights of the Lawfu can muster? So disappointing.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Oh. Well, then I'll give you a chance. Defeat me or hand over all your swords.
If you're trying to pick a fight, just ask, because I'm ready for you.
Oh, are they gonna do it? They are! All right, place your bets.
Well fought, my young friends.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's too pretty, dude. She's too pretty. She's too pretty. She's too pretty. Look at her. Look at her. Just she's so pretty. Ow! You guys can't see it, but you know that gif of, like, I forget who it is. The guy sitting on his, like, hands, and
Wow.
he's got like his hands in a little fist, and he's sitting there with a smile. That's me right now. I'm so happy to meet you. I'm excited to see what she's like, because I think she's so pretty. I think she's so pretty. So pretty.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises.
That was an interesting way of saying that. We won that fight. The winner was us. We did win.
However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dance's ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Uh-huh.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady? Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Oh my gosh, you were very close to the mic. Hi.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Place this isn't a call-up, but we can see your expression. Shoot! I'm being perceived! Someone's pie is ticking! Don't look at me! Let's see you're happy! You guys, okay, real talk. If there's anyone out there that's also like bi, pan, or whatever spectrum, have you guys ever had those moments where you think to yourself like, am I actually, what if this is all for attention, or what if I'm overthinking it? And then someone comes up and you're like, never mind, I've never felt more gay in my entire life. That's how I feel. Holy crap, she's so pretty.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I've finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
She can be my husband. She can be my everything.
Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough.
Nearly?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Also, why do you need a consultation? What's going on with that? Are you okay? Are you becoming like what Blade is? A moment later, Fei Xiao leisurely walks to the ancient seaside shore. We gotta follow her? Oh, there they are.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days.
Hold on, let's look at this art together. Wow! Dang. So pretty. Blood mood and rage thing? Maybe?
As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Mood. That's gotta be the Lux era, right? Probably. I think you're right.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
War friend? Who? Meanwhile, Yanqing and Place return to the exalting sanctum. You're going crazy, Sue. She's got it.
Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Like with fingers!
Mine too.
With just fingers!
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
Is this... The general is totally something else. Yeah.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
Sorry to leave you hanging, March, but...
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
You did good, buddy. Fei Xiao is gorgeous.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Real talk, this is actually something that I feel like I haven't seen people talk about. March is so... Definitely. A lot of people compared her to Kiana, I think is her name, from Honkai Impact, who's definitely gay. Definitely. But speaking of Yangqing, this is something I feel like often gets overlooked, is if, in terms of meta, yes, he is weak. But, like, he was able to fight Blade and Imbiber Lune, and he withstood attack from Jing Liu, who's she's crazy. She's crazy. So, like, he is good. It does suck that there's all these failures after failures. He can't catch a break, man.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Potential. Yes, exactly. Is that in the story supposed to have been a jobber? I don't know if that's it. Like, what that word is. Hold on. Jobber. Jobber. Meaning. Middleman. One that works by the jobber contract. I mean, a lot of the combats that it's a wrestling term. Oh, I see. He kept fighting. The strongest. Yes. He does have some really good skill. It just sucks because it's the guy who loses to make the other guy look strong. Yeah. Yeah. He's got potential, but we often end up focusing on all his shortcomings, and it makes him seem a lot weaker.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
The rumors are true. You really are back.
Oh, snap! Hi, Imbiber Lune.
I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the Great Sinner has returned to the Luofu and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Leave this troubled place immediately.
Oh, wait, did I accidentally trigger another cutscene? Real talk, I haven't done Don Hung's companion quest. And I knew it was in a spot that I've been avoiding. So I'm wondering if I accidentally triggered Don Hung's companion quest just because it happened to be in the same spot. Whoops! Because I was like, why is he here suddenly? It would make sense if I triggered Don Hung's companion quest. I just keep accidentally triggering this quest. First, when I was doing the Fixtral Garden quest with Hua Hua, Sushang, and Guanaifen, when the ghost hunting quest, near the end of that, you go and take a picture, and it just cuts right into Don Hung's companion quest. And now we're doing a Trailblaze Continuous, and it just cuts right into Don Hung's quest. I need to do this, man. Are you here about the High Elder succession too, I guess?
Certainly.
A little bit of a tangent.
Has weathered nothing but criticism since she
I
was
guess I'll just sit and watch.
But the Alchemy Commission firmly believes that girl to be a precious diamond in the rough. She is compassionate, kind, and 100 times better than Dawn Feng.
Oh.
Moreover, Dawn Feng selected her as High Elder, making her the leader of the Luofu Vidyadhara. Fate chose her as our sovereign, and we bowed down before that destiny. Now that you're back, everything has changed. The preceptors are starting to think of finding other candidates, which means nothing but trouble for Miss Bai Lu.
I have no intention of threatening Bai Lu's position.
Thanks for the hydrate.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so,
As long as you remain on the Lafu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Okay. Hold on, I'm curious. Sure. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, well, not sure if that was part of the continuance quest or not, to be perfectly honest.
I don't believe it.
But we'll just move on. We gotta go to the Seat of Divine Foresight anyway.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine force?
Could you please wait? Yes. Ooh, actually, quick question. While we're here, how much stuff have we done? Has anyone done this quest yet? How far along are we, out of curiosity? Meanwhile, I'm gonna grab these achievements. I don't know if there's anyone here that's done this, though. Because it's a very new quest. Gift of Gab. I heard it's about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I know I'm pretty slow when it comes to this stuff. So, hold on. You know, okay. Here's my thought. We'll try to go for at least another hour, but before that, I need to take a break really, really quick. So, I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna run some ads while we're gone, so if you need to step away for whatever reason, now's a good time to do so. I'll do some research as well to see how far along the quest we are, but for now, I need to take a quick break, okay? Sure, that works. Be here, you guys! Hello, I have returned. Well, this was a fun song to come back to. So I did check. Hi! So bewildered by Fei Xiao? I am. I did check. We're not even halfway through the quest. So, whoops. I've been taking my time. I've been taking my sweet time, I guess. I need to go faster next time. So, plan is we'll try to go for, at least another 40 minutes, maybe longer, depending on where a good stopping point is. But, yeah, apparently there's a lot more to this. So with that said, let's get back to the story. I hope you guys had a good break. Oh, forgot to unmute the music. Or the game, I should say. I went and got a cough drop just because my throat's been acting up. I don't know if cough drops help when my throat's been acting up, but I thought it would help soothe it at the very least. Hey, it's these guys again.
It's getting late.
Oh, hey. Speaking of people who are here.
Earlier at the Palace of Astrum, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you.
Hi.
These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you.
Aww.
Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yu Chui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Oh, dang.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
That's why you should never judge a book by its cover.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Luofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Since it's the Marshal's orders, do we need to step aside? What does that mean?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, By the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
A sword? Yen Li? We can't talk to her. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to us. Are you mad still? Okay. Sword.
Yes, it's this case right here.
This case gleams with a muted luster, crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads, outlining the intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Luofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Luofu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhuming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering, who would be worthy of such a sword? And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yen Xing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Luofu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Xing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yun Li. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
They're at it again. They're fighting. Ma'am, they're fighting.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Looks like Fei Xiao was right. It'll either be death or disaster when these two clash.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Marsha's sitting here like, I've had my popcorn this whole time, baby. We're just getting to the good part.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea.
What if they both lose?
We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you.
Exactly.
But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
We both look at March.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
She's like, no, I wanted to watch. I didn't want to participate.
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General?
It's time.
Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Why don't you choose, Donna? Why don't you just accept your fate, March?
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
You were excited to learn.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat.
This is exactly what he needs to kick himself into gear.
Why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
It's time for you to become the best swordsmaster on the Express. It won't be a walk in the park, that's for sure. It's all up to you, though. Listen, at the end of the day, we could push you to it, but you decide.
I understand. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
YN, smiling silently, soon departs the seat of divine foresight with Yunli in tow.
General YN's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Looks like we could only talk to Yanqing. I was hoping we could talk to each of them individually, but guess not.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face, and he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
This is a lot of pressure, dude. We're just some silly people sometimes. Like, we did save a lot of people in not only here, but also Penacony and also Bellabog, but we are a comical bunch at the heart of it. I kind of wish we had Himiko and Welt for this, because they would be so much better at articulating this. Well, I don't want to abandon you, so answering a few questions, no big deal.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Please let us rest. One day we'll get that vacation. Someday. Someday we'll get that vacation. Someday we'll get a break. I can't sing anymore. Thanks for the hydrate.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Ooh. Our room alley, Fei Xiao meets her old comrade at arms, who she hasn't seen in many years.
Illustrious Mary's Claw waiting for me, and for so long too. It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
Oh my gosh, her old war partner was Yukong! Also, I recently did Yukong's companion quest. Holy balls, I cried.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Bad. Or at least I'm assuming. I want details, though.
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Katio?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded. or how exactly the Stellaron hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons.
Oh, Rocha, where is he? Show him to me, please!
The Law Fu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Law Fu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor.
I don't know about that. Master Marshal Hua, that'd be so cool. Gosh, Fu Hua was the other character in Honkai Impact that I absolutely loved. Okay, so she, the Preceptor, enabled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Law Fu, unlocking the depths.
It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Law Fu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Law Fu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule?
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
Holy crap.
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Oh my gosh, I just realized. See the breath moving.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Law Fu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo.
Whistling Flames ship?
However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Holy cow, Ron May mentioned? Wow! She was there? What's at this site? Wait, what's at this site? Wait, no! I want the details! After riding around, you finally arrive at Petrichor Inn. She's doing something funny again. But, I don't know. restlessness keeps us down. Day 2. Dawn of the second day. 48 hours remained.
Feeling sleepy.
I don't know. I get so torn with Ronmei, to be honest. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. I also don't trust her methods, you know? I'm always torn on her. Oh, time to straighten. All right, everybody, straighten. Oh.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
Hello? Hello? Yunli's here. Not here. I thought they were there because Yangqing and Yunli were fighting, but I don't see Yunli.
There you are.
Why are you here too, Yangqing? What kind of master waits on their apprentice? Show some respect to your master. Why is Yangqing here?
You haven't forgotten about our promise
okay.
to General Huayan, have you? I woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Okay, so it's just waking up early then.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
What will you do?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either. Because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
Hey, at least you're upfront about it.
You need to toughen up and train her properly, Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
You're so heartless. By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
March waves to you, Don Hung, embarking on the first lesson. March POV!
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
Oh, I just realized March is gonna have to work through dealing these two fight all the time. Will anything get done? Find out more. Find out more in 11. We'll find out.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices.
She punches her. I'm just convinced that half of the Zhuming's training is just punching people.
Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
Bribery!
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ju-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
They're one-upping each other so much, dude.
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yenching!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm liking this a lot more than I thought I would.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
They were always weird. There was always this tension, March. You're just third wheeling it at this point.
So what do you think, Masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Oh, she's cute!
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Oh, look at March! Hold on, let me look at... Oh, I can't look at her in detail. Fine. They argue like an old married couple. They just are constantly just at each other's throats.
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and...
Okay. March instantly cuts him in half. She's like, okay, I'll try. Ah!
All right, let's get started with the training.
Okay. Well.
Peach Blossoms and Divine Sword descend.
Hands. She has... What's a good team for this? I mean, she's Hunt. Might as well just go with this team for now. Probably is not the best team, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
I actually don't know how she plays. Oh, we have Yunli and Yangqing. Okay, cool. Never mind. I didn't have to change my team at all then. No rush, Miss March. You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't you use your skill first and learn a few moves from me? I'll ask Master Yangqing to teach me some moves. Okay.
Let me fight. You please have some team.
Pay close attention, Miss March.
Shifu
swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Shifu's attacks can accumulate March 7th and make her realize powerful abilities. Oh. Yeah.
The blade and flight. Yes, you. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Which is exactly what I'm gonna do a single attack because I'm running out of skill points.
Right on time, like this.
Well done.
Oh, she's got such a cute pose. I just realized. And her swords do look really nice. She designates a master and then gets unique buffs from them. I believe so.
Come on.
I think, let's see. Erudition, Destruction, Hunt. Deals additional damage based on their type. And then if it's a Harmony, Nihility, Preservation, or Abundance character, their toughness reduction increases. She works in every teammate except maybe Scott. I see.
Strike apart! Yes, you! Blade and flight! What are you made of? Ha!
Well, it looks like we weren't gonna use her ultimate.
Yeah! I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Oh, never mind. More people. Well then.
Strike apart!
Awesome!
And then it looks like after she gets enough stacks, she gets a special attack.
With a true heart and focused mind, here I come. Right on time to show you what I can really do.
Look at it. She's thinking of dating and food and swords. Okay, what does it do?
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Melt! Deep through clouds!
Oh, dang, got rid of all of them. Almost. Best old animation in the game. March just thinking about stuff and is like, ah! I can do it!
Blade and
what a precious bean.
Melt!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Okay. They both have an icon. Oh, maybe when I use the ult, all of them can become a master so that she could get her stacks quicker.
Check out this move!
Check out this awesome move!
Right on time.
Okay.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
All right, everybody. Let's sit back, grab some popcorn. We're gonna be here a bit before we do anything.
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
March, you have your work cut out for you. I'm so sorry, girl.
Aww.
I'm so sorry. Thus begins the journey of March 7th sword training. Oh! Tread on a brand new path. The hunt! New path, the hunt unlocked. Select to switch paths. Switch paths to the hunt. When the characters switch to hunt, their light cones and relics will be independent of each path. Okay. Wait, did I misread that? Oh, I did it. Okay, so I would have to just equip new stuff on her. Do I have anything, actually? I have this. Yeah, that's pretty much the best thing I got. Each time the wearer hits the same target, damage increases. not exactly the best thing for her. Technically, I have this S5, but it's not leveled. Oh, this is also S5 too. I do have Yang Qing's light cone that has never been touched because I don't have him. I could put that on her, I guess. Increases crit damage when the wearer does basic attack or skill. Or when the wearer's basic attack or skill does not result in a crit hit, increases their crit rate. Sure. I guess. Sure. Relics. What do we have? That's garbage. Okay, what did they put on her? You can view the recommendation. Oh! You can view recommended stat. Oh, did they change this? They'd be highlighted in the stat interference. Oh. Given that it's new, it's probably why it's not there. I think you just use Musketeer. I think. I haven't actually looked into her stuff. What did it give her? Oh, these are actually not bad. That's okay. Oh, I have a crit rate. That's pretty good. And speed. Okay. Not bad. Imaginary damage and attack percent. When the wearer's crit rate reaches above 70%. Oh, okay. So it's kind of... This is the planar effects that's good on Qingque, right? How good can I get this? I have kind of just been grinding stuff. Oh, defense. Great. Love that. Oh, HP. Great. Love that. Oh, it did actually go to crit damage. I wasn't expecting that. It went into all 4. Nice. Let me up this. Honestly, though, the substats of this kind of suck. And they still suck. And they still suck. Oh, hold on. That is different. That UI is very different than what it used to be. Okay, either way. Do I have any good Musketeer? Another crit Musketeer? Click the save button and save currently selected filter options. You could click filter scheme to anytime to apply a scheme. No. Oh, if I wanted to look for something specific then? Oh, if like I was constantly looking at a character's gear, I could save the scheme and then I could just easily load it and then load all the stuff that I'm looking for, like the set, the rarity, and the main stats. That's convenient. Downside is all these people need crit rate. Okay, I guess that's the only crit rate. Sorry, March. I'm only gonna take this to 9, I think. It's something. Hat's fully maxed. This actually wasn't too bad, although it's lacking crit rate. Ugh. It has speed, though, which is the big thing. Let's up this and see how good our crit rate gets. Oh, it rolled into crit rate. Cool. Attack. Not bad. And there's the other one. I'll just get this to 12, I guess. That's about as much as I expected. Everything good? That's 3. Let's get that to 12. Dang, it rolled into crit damage, but we need crit rate for our planar set. Oh my gosh, it rolled into crit rate. Okay, it was all I knew it was too good to be true. I'll get this to 12 too, since we're here. And affected rate, which is useless for this, if I'm understanding it right. And it's hunt. Okay, well, I guess I'll deal with that later. Time marches on and days turn to more.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
Oh, I just noticed her face. Just eating, bored, unimpressed.
As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yenqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be.
Essentially same role as Topaz. That's...
I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yenqing wouldn't have it.
I feel like that would be another controversy in a nutshell.
Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Days and nights fly by in the Delve as the war dance fast approaches. Under the strict supervision of her 2 masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing tennis elbow. On that day, after sword training...
Well done. Let's call it a day.
I'm impressed they're able to get anything done with these 2. Have they been able to work some stuff out?
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Has access to intergalactic cell phones, writes a letter. What if it was a voicemail? Or did she say it was a letter? Either way, I love the idea of writing letters. Honestly, writing letters is such a fun idea, and it's kind of novel, you know? Because it has to be, like, intentional, you know? When you write a letter, you're doing it with intent instead of just, like, casually doing it. The Lost Art TBH, that's kind of sad. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Because, like, you go to Japan, and they have stationery specifically for letters to send to people, and it's really nice. I talked to someone who one time actually wrote out a letter to send to a friend, and it was great. And like I said, they had to be very intentional because you're actually taking the effort to write something to someone, and the person received it, and they actually were like super happy about it because to them it was like a gesture of like, I'm thinking of you and I'm intentionally like reaching out to you in this unique way to let you know on a random day that I was thinking of you and I wanted to talk to you. Anyway, it's fun. Letter writing. Wish it could be maintained more. Just watch. I'll win a fight when the time comes.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
This is different. This is different.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
March 7th, third world act for real, though.
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster. Yenqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
They're still at it.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
Hold on. We need this memorialized. This face right here. Just keep it forever. This face is too perfect. Just me! Live March react. True, though.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Luofu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true.
The crossers of shock is true. Also, hi, bud.
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
That's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
Pink-haired fox. You're pink hair too!
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Senzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
Right. Oh my gosh, look at all these. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
I'm getting hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want.
If that'll get the conversation going.
Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Well, that was very sudden. Seems like he just got offended.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of kids? Ugh.
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Oof! Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Ooh! Okay, now he's getting PTSD. Yeah, there was interesting things that was said there. Hold on. Let me check something. Let me switch over to Trailblaze real quick. And then, okay, it says to go to March. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I just wanted to check, and it looks like I can still do stuff, which is what I needed. Oh! Character's best suited for this relic. Nice. Oh, I need to see this. Okay, not as much. I guess I have to... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I think we have everything set up. So, okay, the biggest thing I just wanted to make sure is that I could continue playing this in my own time without triggering the story. And, you know, keep, like, grinding and getting Jade and stuff. Oh, but it is really late for me, so unfortunately this is where I'm gonna have to stop the stream. We'll have to finish the Trailblaze Continuance quest next week. Next week we'll continue the quest. And hopefully we'll be able to be all caught up. And after that, Emily's quest from Genshin should be out by then, hopefully, so we can check that out. Oh yeah, it should be out. We'll check that out the week after, probably. All right, let me get to the end screen really quick, just to end it off officially. Oh, that was a good stream. That was good. I'm excited to see where the rest of this quest goes, especially because a lot of the characters intrigue me more than I had thought they would, to be honest. Like, I wasn't expecting to like Lingsha as much as I do. Jiao Cho wasn't expecting to be intrigued by him either. I kind of just painted a stereotype in my head, and he's kind of surpassed that a little bit. I'm curious to see what all these characters do in the end. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see what I'm very excited to see where this goes. Okay, it looks like we don't got anything on the activity feed. So as a reminder, next Wednesday we'll continue with Stray, and then the more continuous quests, like I said, on Thursday. All right, have a good weekend, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's stream.